Today I am in Mount Pulaski, Illinois, and I'm finally back out on the road again. So as you can see, I'm wearing a mask, so it is still in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic of 2020. I have been in a college boarding room for about the past 3 months straight. I have not filmed a video in over 3 months now, so I am so happy to be back on the road and hitting some stuff. Only doing a few things today, and I'll show some of those things in this video. But the first thing I wanted to stop at today, we'll start out the theme of this video. This is the old Mount Pulaski Courthouse, and this is where Lincoln was a lawyer. While Abraham Lincoln was living in Springfield, Illinois, he became a circuit lawyer. And what that meant was he had to travel around the 8th Judicial Circuit, visiting several different towns and courthouses biannually. And this right here is one of the original courthouses in the original site, which he visited regularly. Now this is preserved as a museum. It is a state historic site with almost all of the Illinois state historic sites. They don't really have too much of an accurate schedule because their budget has been completely slashed over the years, and they are not open today, so unfortunately we will not be going inside the courthouse, but I hope to come back and see that someday. So this was the county seat from 1848 to 1853, and the courthouse was moved to a town a little north of here called Postville, and that town was later called Lincoln because, as a circuit lawyer, Lincoln would visit that town. They liked him so much, they named that town after him. That was well before he became president, so he had a town named after him even before then. And that courthouse, they have a replica of it there, and it's on Route 66, by the way. But that courthouse got moved to Greenfield Village by Henry Ford, and I have visited that one. Look at those squirrels, they're like chasing each other around the tree. Oh, they just stopped. Look at those squirrels. Here's one of the Looking for Lincoln signs, which tells about life as a 19th century lawyer. So he had to take quite a bit of time away from home in Springfield to travel very long distances by horse to the different towns, and then he would meet with people at the local tavern, and this is where he first got his experience with people and became quite popular. Here's a rather old plaque marking the historic significance of the building and the courthouse square. We're treading the same ground as Abraham Lincoln once did. Pretty cool. Here's the town's Vietnam Veterans Memorial. Under this canopy here, they have Mount Pulaski's first school bell. This nearly 100-year-old marker says Abraham Lincoln traveled this way as he rode the circuit on the 8th Judicial District, 1847 to 1859. And it looks like they built a freaking water tower in the old courthouse square. Here's a really old bell serving as a memorial to all of the volunteer firefighters in the town's history. I really like this classic courthouse square here. You can see there are some, looks like turn of the century buildings on the town square. That one has a portraiture of Lincoln on it. It looks like this was the site of the Mount Pulaski house, which was the tavern where Lincoln would have stayed and ate when he came through town. and first became well acquainted with the people here. So this really cool mural marking the spot. Look, there's a cat. Hello. Oh, that's cute. Hey. Out in the distance, you can see a bunch of windmills. You can tell there are lots of windmills around here. It's also pretty windy. There's a fairly old auto supply shop. It's a classic block of old buildings. I really like that. It looks like a very old school garage, and it's also painted pink, which is pretty unique. Okay, this is pretty cool. This is by the Wall Dogs. They make some really unique murals. They're based in Pontiac, Illinois on Route 66. And this marks the occasion of a 1910 race between a Wright Brothers biplane and an Illinois Central steam train. You can see them taking off there. They took off from Washington Park in Chicago, and they were going to the state fairgrounds in Springfield. Wilbur Wright was actually on the train there, and they're seeing which one would get there first. It looks like the biplane did win the race and also earned some speed records. And the reason I think they have this mural here is because it says the biplane lost one of its wheels over Mount Pulaski. I must admit, it does feel pretty good to be back on the road again along this rather beautiful stretch of anonymous rural Midwestern roadway. I am now on my way to Springfield, Illinois, which will have separate videos, so I'd recommend taking a look at those next to continue this journey.